Hi, I'm Mrs. Laney, and I'm here this afternoon to teach a mindful moment with you all. This practice today that I'd like to introduce is very simple and basic. It's mindfulness of breath, and it's actually one of the first foundations of four foundations of mindfulness. So I'd like to invite you to join me. This is appropriate for teachers, parents, children, teenagers, college students, wherever you may be. Everyone, everything breathes, right? So let's discover our natural breath, and I will guide you through a brief meditation after instruction. And then if we have time, I'll lead you through another meditation on breath. So today's practice and mindful moment with Lisa is on mindfulness of breath. So let's get started. So take a seat, find wherever you are today, perhaps in a space that you created that brings calm and quietness, spaciousness. So, practicing along with mindfulness today, I'd like to remind you to always have a little time for self care, whether it's just sitting quietly, observing nature, maybe reading a nice poem or listening to some music with a cup of tea, just a little time out for yourself, right? So that's what this is about, being mindful and learning how to stay calm and find our breath in moments of busyness throughout the day. So I would like to invite you to sit in a chair or on the floor or a cushion, whatever you prefer. Today, I'm choosing to sit on my own meditation cushion with my ankles crossed in a seated position. And then my hands are here where you can see them resting down, downward for the beginning. And my shoulders are relaxed and my elbows and wrists and everything is softening. But my spine is long and tall, imagining lengthening from the crown of your forehead up into the sky and then grounding down to the earth. So you can do the same thing in your chair with your feet flat on the ground, seated as well. Yeah? All right, so let's just take a moment and think about ways that we can follow our breath. So paying attention to our breath on purpose in mindfulness is the best way to begin a practice. So now that we've established our posture, a tall spine and seated and grounded, hands are soft and relaxed. Even your thumb and index finger can touch or not. It really doesn't matter. Or your hands up, whichever you prefer, or in your lap. Just be comfortable. Be with what is in the moment. And then let's begin slowly discovering how we breathe in through the nose, maybe the rhythm of the breath going in the nose or nostrils and then out. So just a natural flow as if you weren't even paying attention. And let's try that first, okay? So sitting comfortably, and you can soften your eyes and the gaze can be down, or maybe you're just watching my instructions, so that's okay too. And then I will remind you to just pay attention to the breath, okay? And I'll give you some guided instructions. So just a simple meditation on the breath. I'm going to just ring the bell because it brings us also to the present moment. All right. Finding your comfortable seat. Allow the belly to drop and soften. You can gently lower your eyes and just listen. And then I'd like to invite you to bring the awareness to your body as you settle on your seat. And as we begin to soften and relax into this present moment with our breath, I'd like to invite you to relax the upper body, the neck and the shoulders. Soften or drop the jaw, the tongue, behind the eyes. Maybe if you're closing the eyes, just let your body release a little bit of tension for this practice. And then as we begin to pay attention to the breath, You might notice the rise and fall of the chest, the rib cage, and the belly. So placing the attention on the inhalation of the breath going in and out, whatever is natural to you at this moment. The rise and fall, the expansion of the rib cage, the belly. So your breath might be a little bit different than mine. It could be a little bit longer. Maybe the breath is a little bit shorter on the exhale. What do you notice about the breath? I'm noticing that my body is slowing down and I'm listening, I'm paying attention. Maybe you can make the breath really soft and shallow, just very close, being right there with the breath in this moment. Can you do that? How is that for you? So remember, all things breathe, right? Nature, the animals, the air outside, there's a breeze, there's always things moving, the flow of the breath in, the flow of the breath out. What do you notice? And if the attention of the breath is wandering to outside or sounds in your home, just bring that attention back to the breath and take a brief pause, listen, and then breathe. There's really no right or wrong way to do natural breathing, right? It's what we do all day long when we're working or walking, sitting like this, when we're sleeping or lying down. It's often nice to place your hand maybe on the belly or the upper body, the chest, when we rest in awareness of the breath. I'd like to invite you to try that. Or maybe if you're noticing you need to move and breathe deeper, that's good. So, what's the experience like for you? Where is your breath now? Maybe you're feeling a little bit sleepy and more soft and relaxed if you've just eaten lunch or digesting. So, resting and digesting, breathing. You're doing great. It's really simple, isn't it? When we take time to place our attention on the breath. So, let's just sit for a few minutes longer. You're doing great. Maybe just refreshing again, starting over with a brand new breath, breathing in through the nose. And then I notice exhaling out the nose, just gliding with my breath. So I am feeling very calm and I'm feeling at peace at the moment. So I'm going to allow you to explore your own natural breath for just a minute more. And always remember, if you start thinking about things, that's okay. Just put those thoughts on the back burner and bring your attention and awareness right to this moment in your body with your breath. So that was mindfulness of the natural breath, something that we can do every day when you wake up, when you lie down and rest to go to bed, before you eat a meal. It's really nice to stop and settle, take a few deep breaths, or just I get to eat now. I need to slow down, right? So I'd like to just move on for a few more minutes and teach you a little bit more about a practice that is in my tradition, and it's called natural deep breathing. So I'm going to teach you two hand positions. The first one is with the thumb and the index finger, like this, very traditional. So the palms are resting down on my knees. And then the breath that I take in is a little bit deeper than the natural breath. So if any of you out there practice yoga or some kind of singing, you know about taking a deep breath in. So I'm going to just demonstrate for you, taking a long, deep breath in through my nose. And then out. It makes a long, raspy noise in the back of my throat. It's the oceanic breath. So we're going to try that one for a minute or two. And then the next position is just the thumb and the fingers resting just gently around the thumb. So palms are down. So it's kind of a cool position. You're in your meditation posture with the hands and palms facing down, fingers wrapped around the thumb. Same thing. You just breathe in again. And then you breathe out. So this is really done with more purpose. All right, it's very good for calming the central nervous system. If you find this isn't good for you, that it is not helpful, just follow me with your natural breath, is what I'm trying to say. So just breathe normally again, okay? So let's try it for a few minutes. Thumb and index finger resting downward on your knees. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. You can swallow a little bit, relax your jaw, shoulders in your body. Just a couple of breaths with me. Breathe in. That was one long breath. So it's about a 2-to-1 ratio. So the inhalation could be longer or shorter depending on your intake. Try it 2 more times with me, breathing in deeply. I'm hearing my own breath on the exhale. One more time. Let's do it again. Great. So we'll let that go, and then we'll just try the thumb and the fingers on top of the thumbs, resting with the palms downward. Great. So let's try that. Thumbs down, sit up tall. Just a couple of breaths on your own. So your breath might not match my breath. My breath might be longer or not as long as yours. So just play around with it and see. We'll sit for a few minutes afterwards and notice the effects of the natural deep breath. So thumb, fingers, palms down, fist down gently. Here we go. Breathe in deeply, relax, and then inhale. Exhale. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Try 2 more on your own. Kind of like a wave rushing to the shore and then back out again, right? Last breath. Okay, now just let that practice go and let's just sit for a moment in stillness together. However you like, hands can be in your lap and just pause and notice the body coming back to the natural rhythm of its own breath as you like. I'm going to end our meditation for today, but I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Take care.